So stay.
Nutrition.
New year.
Goal setting? A piece of paper. Should know.
Good question. So really important to set your goals. If you just wander off blindly, you're not going to know what you want to get and how you're going to get there.
It works for our videos, but not so much for fat loss.
Pretty polished.
You need to make sure that before you set off in a direction that you're scoping, you're planning out. And the reason it's so important is because there'll be times when you're challenged and you need to have strong reasons in place to keep going.
You want to look at what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to get it.
Yeah, so look first then at what. What is it that you want? You need to be specific here. So if you just think, I want to lose weight, then that could be a pound, that could be 7 stone.
You're never going to know when you get there.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to set yourself a target. It doesn't matter if it's quite conservative and it's easily reached because you can always adjust it. It doesn't even matter if it's too far. As long as you have something to work towards. We see a lot of people they get halfway to a goal and go, well, I feel okay, so I'll just go back to how I was. And then they end up playing the same few pounds, then at a later date they regret it. You need to make sure that as you move closer to a goal, it may not be what you hoped it was, but it might be. It might be something that is really important to you. And if you don't have set milestones to work towards, then you just don't know whether what you're doing is enough or whether it needs to change.
So first one, specific. Second one is going to be measurable. So as Joe said, if it's a amount of weight you want to lose, then it needs to be a set amount. Using something like, I want to get fitter, there's no measure to it. If you want to run 5k, 10k, something like that, or compete in a Tough Mudder, go to the gym, do certain things, and that makes it more measurable as opposed to just saying, I want to get fit, which is such a loose term, or I want to lose weight. You need to put something measurable there.
Yeah, so when we're looking at the SMART acronym we're talking about, so specific, measurable, achievable and realistic, we can do together. So is something achievable? Is it physically possible? So losing a stone of fat in a week is not physically possible. So it's not even achievable. Losing 2 pounds in a week is achievable, but is it realistic? Which is the fourth part of the SMART, is can you do it? So someone else might be able to, someone who has got, someone who's younger with more time and less commitment. But for you as an individual, is the goal that you set realistic for you? So first of all, is it achievable? Can it be done? Realistic, can it be done by you?
Yeah, be realistic with both your approach and the results that you want to get. Last one would be time. So when are you going to set, what time period are you going to set, and what are you going to achieve in that time? So again, these can be larger goals and these can be smaller goals. So you might set your 3-month goal to lose a stone, but then your first month you might want to drop 7 pounds, then the second month you change again. So set those for the time as well. 3 months, 1 month.
Cool. The next bit then is looking at why you want to achieve your goals. We've done the what, then the why is probably the more important part. This is the the emotional drive behind, obviously hence what I've just said, why. That's the emotional drive behind it. So I want to lose weight. It's quite a vague statement, yeah, exactly. What's going to push you on and drive you forwards is the why. What do you get from achieving this? It's going to be different for everyone. It's so important you look over these because the pain that is from that, there's going to be a situation of discomfort. I'm not happy as I am now. So there's going to be a solution to that. And this is what's going to push you forwards when it gets hard and when these opportunities in front of you to go off plan. Is if you don't have your why, it's very hard to overcome these. And this is your root and your source of mental strength that you need to overcome these problems.
So you need to ask yourself about 3 or 4 times, why is this important? So if your goal is, like we said earlier, to drop a stone, why is that important? Oh, because I want to look better. Why is that important? Because I don't feel very attractive now. I'm very conscious about how I look when I get changed, swimming pools, with my kids. Why is that important? Because I want to be able to enjoy myself or want to set a good example to my children. Already just going from losing weight, we've got someone who's been motivated to feel better about themselves and to be a good role model for their children. So it's a much more powerful anchor for them.
Perfect. And the last bit then is the how, so the method behind these things. If you don't have any idea how you're going to get there, it's much harder to either put more effort in or to slacken off as such if you're doing too much. So this ties into the thing of looking what's realistic for you, and you need to be aware of all the different tools that you have at your disposal. So you could restrict your calories, you can increase the intensity of your sessions, you can increase the duration of your sessions. There's so many different things you can do at different times that you need to basically plan out and have an idea of exactly what you're going to do at each stage and when you're going to turn the dial up and push a bit harder.
So that's it, getting some kind of plan in place, getting some nutritional strategies, just committing to what you're going to do. If you're going to change certain habits, if you're going to change certain food choices, if you're going to change certain parts of your lifestyle, it's so important to know what you're going to do and how you're going to do it.
Yeah, the more you can kind of pre-commit to things before, the more likely that'll happen. So if you don't have a plan, you know, loads of studies have shown it's much less likely to occur. So if you just say, I'm going to do more exercise, that has a much lower pull than if you say, I'm going to go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 a.m, because you then have these physical ties of these certain times that are going to make you more likely to go. So the more you can put in now, the easier it's going to be further on down the line.
So write down your goal, write down why you want to do it, and then write down your plan for achieving it. Make yourself accountable. Get a buddy, speak to a friend, speak to family members, tell them what you're going to do, and then be held accountable to them. Hope that helps. Good night, God bless.